Hello and welcome back to Rome Total War. This is the first installment of a brand new series that I'm going to be doing on this channel, which is going to be beating all of the historical battles in Rome Total War on very hard difficulty. So let's take a look at the available historical battles. We have quite the range here, but I think the only way to do this is start at the top and work our way all the way down. So today we're going to be doing the Battle of Lake Trasimene. So let me set the stage for the Battle of Lake Trasimene. It is 217 BC, meaning this is the height of the Second Punic War, and Hannibal has marched his army with his elephants through Spain, through the Alps, into northern Italy, and defeated the Romans at Trebia. Now he has chased a Roman army to the shores of Lago Trasimeno, the Trasimene Lake, and threatens to wipe out the Roman army of consul Gaius Flaminius. Historically, we know this battle did not go well for the Romans. Gaius Flaminius was killed during the battle, as well as at least 15,000 men in 2 legions. But hopefully we can rewrite history somewhat. Today we are playing as the Julii. We will be playing on very hard difficulty and going up against the Carthaginians. So let's see what we're bringing to this army. We have 8 pretty strong units of infantry between Hastati and Principes, 4 units of Triarii, 4 units of Velites skirmishers, 2 units of Roman cavalry, and my general Gaius Flaminius. We are forced to play on this smaller unit scale for historical battles, so unfortunately I cannot field an army of 3,000 to 4,000 troops here. But let's take a look at the army the Carthaginians are bringing. Hannibal himself is here for this battle, and he has brought 4 units of Iberian infantry, 3 units of Poeni infantry, which are a phalanx-based infantry unit, 2 units of Libyan spearmen, which are non-phalanx basic spearmen, 5 units of skirmishers, and 4 units of cavalry. So it looks like it's about evenly matched, but let's take a look at the conditions of the battle and see why this is such a difficult historical battle. And one last note before we get started is that I haven't played these historical battles in many, many years, so I don't remember exactly how these battles go. I'll be kind of forming a strategy on the fly, which is appropriate for Gaius Flaminius. Hopefully I will fare better than he did with his 2 legions.
Rome is not the only power rising along the shores of the Mediterranean. Another people, the Carthaginians, have imperial ambitions. Their empire is growing in Spain, even as the Romans secure the Italian peninsula. For Rome, Gaius Flaminius has been sent north to deal with the Carthaginian problem. And it is a problem. Hannibal Barca, the greatest Carthaginian general ever, is on the march.
Units, move out!
He swore an oath to his dying father that he would never give the Romans a moment's peace. Hannibal has already kept his oath at Trebia. After that victory, he forced the Romans back onto the defensive. Now, with his army at Lake Trasimene, Hannibal plans to lure another Roman army into a brutal ambush. He has every reason to hope the Romans will cooperate in their own deaths. The Romans quickly moved to meet the obvious threat from Hannibal's men. Unaware of the danger, Flaminius orders his leading units to attack. Hannibal springs his trap. His waiting troops are ordered to attack the unprepared Romans. The Carthaginian plan is to sweep down on the Roman flank and drive their enemies into the icy waters of Lake Trasimene. Only courage and Roman discipline will save the Roman army. The legionaries must turn and face the oncoming Carthaginians and keep themselves from being surrounded.
So here we start with 7 units breaking already at the start of this battle. Not a great start. I want to not take too much time here to make a plan because I don't think it's totally realistic since, the whole thing is it's supposed to be an ambush. So I'm just going to kind of figure out where my troops are and then start the battle, and we'll try to come up with a strategy on the fly. So we have a unit of Triarii here and here. We have Hastati with the front Triarii. On this flank, we have 2 units of Principes and a unit of Hastati, a unit of Triarii, and then we have some Velites in the center. The camera is really weird. I think it's just because we haven't started the battle yet. So hopefully that fixes, because this is so annoying. But we have a unit of Roman cavalry over here. I'm not going to issue any orders before the battle starts, but let's pull back a little bit with our Triarii. We want a nice strong line of Triarii to guard against a charge of the round shield cavalry. These units are getting run down. They're lost already, so I'm not even going to plan on them being involved. Let's get our Triarii over here. Let's try to pull our Roman cavalry to safety. I don't know if we'll be able to save them, but we're going to engage these round shield cavalries with our Triarii and our Hastati. I believe we can deal a blow over here that will break them. And let's start pulling back the rest of the army. We want to stay strong, stay together. We don't want to have any accidental breaks. So we're going to pull everyone back. And let's check on these Triarii. They're eager still, fighting some round shield cavalry who are shaken. On this flank, we don't have a break yet of the enemy, and we've lost our unit of cavalry already. So let's get these Triarii involved. Okay, we've broken 1 unit of long shields. Or what's this? This was round shields. That's okay. We'll run them down with our generals unit. And we want to avoid this unit of Poenis. We want to encircle them with these Hastati and just try not to lose these Hastati over here to these Poenis in their phalanx. All right, now we have some Hastati over here and Principes, which we will turn on fire at will so they get some peel in. And we're fighting these Poenis with Triarii, which is a really bad idea. Let's pull them back. These Libyans are wavering. Let's go ahead and charge into them with our units of Hastati. They should break pretty quickly, or rather Principes. On this flank, what's happening? Okay, Triarii taking some damage from some skirmishers. Let's keep our general safe. We don't want to involve him in the fighting just yet, but we'll get him over here to help out with morale. Okay, these Iberians are broken, these Libyans have broken, so we're doing fairly well. Let's pull back. We don't want to charge into the front of this unit of Poeni infantry. We'll pull them back. And, I mean, so far this is going very well. So let's make sure we're not losing any of these flanks. Nope, looks like this is going well. We need to break these Poenis. So let's pull these Principes out from behind the front line and use them as kind of a flanking force to try to take out these Poenis. All right, come on, get over here, get on the flank, and hopefully these Hastati do not break. Let's get our general over here because we really cannot afford to have a break right now. These Poenis, there are only 20 of them, and they're flanked by our Principes. We should be able to break them fairly easily here, but we need to not lose these units. They're shaken. Let's use rally troops to improve the morale slightly, and we'll fight these Libyan spearmen with our Principes over here. And let's turn these Hastati to fire at will. We really need these Poenis to break. It would be very helpful for morale. We could have one breaking Carthaginian unit here because this isn't going super well for us. Yeah, we have some units breaking, or rather, not breaking, but very weak. Can this general do anything? Not really. We don't want to risk losing Gaius Flaminius because he's too valuable for the morale benefits. There are only 16 cavalry here, so we don't really want to use him for fighting. We want to keep him safe, but we can use him to kind of flank and just put some pressure on the morale of the Carthaginian front line. So let's get him to safety, but on the other end of these Poenis. And let's just see, can we attack? Okay, attack these skirmishers. They should break fairly easily. We use rally troops to keep Gaius Flaminius safe. Okay, we have one break of the skirmishers. We will break these Libyans over here, and then hopefully we can break this whole block of troops. The Poeni are just doing a ton of damage to the front of this block of infantry. I'm just going to have them keep fighting here because we can potentially just break up the structure of their phalanx and they'll be a lot less effective that way. I think that's working. I'm going to send Gaius Flaminius off to chase off some skirmishers because that's pretty safe. Hopefully these 30 skirmishers will break. Looks like, I think they will. Yeah, they're broken. We'll run them down and continue fighting these pony infantry. We have some Principes here which can chase off these Iberians. And then we will continue hunting down these skirmishers with our generals unit. How are we doing so far? We've killed 61% of the enemy, so we are winning this battle, which is good. But this is not decided whatsoever. We need to break these units because we're starting to get encircled. Let's get Gaius Flaminius back in the action. We just don't want to have a break happen over here. Now, hopefully Hannibal gets too involved in the action and dies to these Triarii. So I'm going to have them target Hannibal. Hopefully they can kill the man himself and we can have those morale advantages. Oh, Gaius Flaminius has gotten caught out by some skirmishers and some long shields. We don't want to lose him, even if it's just some basic skirmishers. So let's get him to safety. Hopefully up here is nice and safe. Yeah, he's over here, so he's safe. Let's get him over here to use rally troops and rally all of these infantry. And I just want everyone to focus on killing Hannibal here, except for my general, who can kill these 9 long shields. I believe we can take that. Hopefully. Oh man, there are only 3 left. Don't die, Gaius. Get out of there. Okay, they're broken. I'm going to try to keep him safe. Beautiful. Okay, we have a unit of Iberians broken here. Hannibal has broken, which is shocking. That's very good for me. I'm going to try and kill as many of these troops as possible while they're routing. Let's pick up these Iberians. Over here, 16 of them. And there really is not much left here. I'm going to get all my infantry together. We just don't want to risk anything breaking if, you know, for some reason a volley of skirmisher javelins hits the wrong way. We don't want to lose any units. So we're just going to keep our infantry together. We can speed this up a little bit. And that's the battle won. We will try to hunt down a few more troops, but that is my first historical battle won. So I'm happy with that. It was fairly difficult, but not as bad as some of the ones that I know are coming in the near future. So we will have our fair share of really difficult, very hard battles. But we've rewritten history. Gaius Flaminius has not lost 2 legions. Instead, he has routed Hannibal's army, which is surely a decisive win for the Second Punic War. So go you, Gaius Flaminius. Very proud of you. You are a good consul. And I will enjoy running down a few more Carthaginians in central Italy. You don't belong here. This is where you go to die. We'll chase down these skirmishers. No survivors if possible. This is a nice, huge battlefield. So actually, it might be possible to have no survivors. But I think it's a really nice reversal of history for Gaius Flaminius to be the one doing the personal hunting down of all these fleeing troops. Very Roman. This is how they would have told the Roman history books if they could. Yes, he personally ran down hundreds of Carthaginians, stabbing them with his sword. Let's find some more. Some Iberian infantry. A glorious triumph. Here he comes. Run. Yes, you're not safe. Gaius Flaminius is here. He's the wrong Gaius to make angry. This is not a Gaius you'd want to meet in a bar. This is honestly just what a nice summer hunting trip looks like for Romans, I think, right? This is like their version of boar hunting or dove hunting. All right, Gaius Flaminius, he still has more hunting to do, but he's tired. In fact, he's exhausted. He's killed probably 100 Carthaginians by himself, so we're going to let him rest. We'll go ahead and end the battle here, and let's see what the result is. So a close victory. I thought it would have been better than that. We killed 851 of the enemy, leaving only 53 remaining, and we lost 549. Yeah, we barely scraped through with a victory there. And both generals survived the battle, so I guess Hannibal will live to fight another day, but maybe not soon, because with 53 soldiers left, not really sure that his offensive in central Italy is going to have much steam left. But I guess he'll find a way. It's Hannibal. But let's take a look at the battle statistics. Gaius Flaminius killed 163 Carthaginians valiantly. This unit of Principes actually did very well, 142 kills there as well. And most of these units that got 1 or 0 kills were the ones that were broken at the start of the battle. So that's understandable. But yeah, I will call that a, I guess, close victory, but a definite success. Very happy with that result. And that is the first of my historical battles completed on Very Hard, Very Hard. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be doing these probably once a week, something like that. This was really fun. I think they get really a lot harder from here, though. A couple of them I have in mind have like multiple stages with lots of enemies, kind of impossible situations. Whereas this one, you're just beating up on Iberians. So not so hard, but good place to start. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.